Hi, I'm Amy from Select Travel Holidays, home of Cruise Select. As you can see, I've got my lovely neon lime green suitcase because I will soon be packing for my first ever expedition voyage, which is incredibly exciting, not least because I'm going to Antarctica with AE Expeditions. I can't wait. I still can't believe it's actually happening, to be honest. It's just, one of those trips of a lifetime, and it's completely different to anything I would have ever done before. So this is something completely new for me. I have been cruising for 25 years this year, so I've done a lot of more traditional ocean cruises and even river ships. And I must say, I'm not a massive fan of packing. I always, panic that I've forgotten something important like a toothbrush or something. Have I got enough knickers for me, etc. And of course, then there's always trying to fit everything in. I should be better at it, but I'm frankly not. So I am used to packing for an ocean or river cruise, and I do love getting all dressed up and glammed up on cruising. But obviously, expedition is totally different. So sadly, I will be by sequins. I'll be swapping the sequins for the thermals. So with an Antarctic expedition cruise, you do have to have certain things. You need to pack differently, and here's what I'm going to share with you. Some of hopefully these tips will work for me just as well. But I won't actually be getting rid of the swimming costume because there is a sauna and jacuzzis on board. I will still need my sunglasses because in the Antarctic Peninsula in February, you have about 18 hours of daylight a day. Essentially, it's like the midnight sun that you get in the Arctic, but the other time of year. And I will still need my suntan lotion for my face at least, especially as I am quite prone to getting sunburnt. And the ship has standard Euro 2-prong adapters. So, packing. Don't worry, I won't get the unmentionables out, the little delicates, etc. But starting from feet going up to head, I have had to make great use of our local Go Outdoors recently, and buy a load of stuff. You might have some of this stuff at home anyway, but obviously the main principle is layering. Actually, I'm not really much fun for layers. Usually I sort of joke that I'm like a human boiler, but I think I might have to actually get some layers. So I can be quite prone to cold feet. So AE Expeditions, they have actually come up with sort of some handy packing tips, which I have sort of made use of. So they will provide me with the use of like gum boots when I'm sort of on the ship for like excursions via Zodiac, etc. They will also provide us with a complimentary 3-in-1 water-resistant, weather-resistant jacket. So that's 2 big ticket item thingies off my list that I don't have to worry about. They actually recommend having thin and thick pair of socks and inner soles for the gum boots, make it nice and snug, particularly when you're in the Zodiac for a little bit longer. As I say, they do recommend about, I think it's 4 pairs of socks, because you might need to bear in mind if you get like a boot full of water, you will need to make sure that you've got some dry socks available to you. The thick socks, like the thermal socks, heat trap socks I've got here, for example. Great for when you're on excursions, but actually, obviously, the ship itself, when you're on board, will be warmer. I think it tends to average between 15 and 25 degrees Celsius on board the ship, so you won't need as many layers. So it's always good to actually be able to take off perhaps the thick socks and just have your thin socks underneath. So it's obviously very good to keep your feet warm. I tend to find sometimes that my feet can get cold and then my legs start aching. So obviously I don't really want that happening. I have also got sort of fleece-lined trousers. Let's see, I've got 2 pairs here. I've got Oh dear. We have some fleece lined trousers to keep me nice and warm. And for the zodiacs, so I suppose there could be a lot of sea spray, water, etc. And there's always a wet landing. They recommend waterproof trousers, so I've got those to wear on top. I was trying these on and go outdoors and waddling around like a penguin, so I guess I'll hopefully be quite at home with the penguins when I'm in Antarctica. And as I mentioned, it's all about layers, so I have also got 2 lots of seamless base layers, sort of like bottoms and tops, which actually, when I put them on, it did kind of make me think of Audrey Hepburn in Funny Face, when she's really into like the whole beatnik, bohemian, interpretive dance, theatre, drama stuff, and she does that crazy dance in that Parisian bar, but hopefully I won't jump into that. So, as I say, obviously I put these on underneath the trousers, so that'd be like potentially up to 3 layers on my legs. I have actually also got some sort of like thin, warm, fleecy, jumpery thingies. Got them in different colours, yay. And also I think there was like a 2 for offer, which is always handy. So that's our, and hands. Of course, we've obviously looked at the feet with the gum boots, the inner soles, the socks, etc. The other extremities, to bear in mind, obviously your hands. They suggest that always keep a spare pair in case they get wet. So they actually sort of recommend like up to 4 pairs of gloves. So I think I do actually have 4 pairs with me, all sort of like where are they? Like for example here, this has got thermogrid. So it's all meant to be like insulated, which is nice. And so sort of nice, warm, insulating gloves. And I've got these sort of like waterproof mittens on to wear on top of the gloves. And that's also meant to be good for obviously camera work. So hopefully I can try to get some half decent photos and videos. Although I'm not, I'm more of a point, click and hope. So we can hope. As long as I can still point and click and hope, and with the gloves and the mittens and everything, it should all be good, hopefully. Okay, now we have the head. This one actually keep me nice and ears, nice and warm. I've got a couple of sort of warming hats, and much as I do usually love scarves, I have, that's part of my bottom layers of thermals. Much as I do normally love scarves, I have gone for snoods. Snoods, including, well, this one's to keep my neck nice and warm, but also without, like, if it's windy, having it flapping around everywhere, getting in my way. So hopefully they should keep me all nice and warm in Antarctica. Although, as I'm going in February, I think that is actually towards the sort of a warmer month for Antarctica, although it can get a little unpredictable. On board, the Shibitar is just simply informal. They have specifically said to leave the formal gear at home. So as I said, by sequins. It's literally something like jeans, casual slacks, as I believe some people call them, and sort of like a long sleeve shirt or a fin jumper, etc. Of, you know, like I say, it's between 15-25 degrees. You don't need as many layers on board as you would obviously on excursions, of course, but they do suggest keeping your 3-in-1 parka near you at all times in case there's some sort of like amazing wildlife sighting that you need to, you know, race out onto the decks. Footwear on board can just be, say light walking boots, or I suppose I'd probably bring some trainers with me. Not least because I actually hope to maybe try and use the gym once or twice. So that's also one of the onboard amenities. As I say, I always get a bit of a packing anxiety. You know, you just think, oh, I've forgotten something. You know, have I got enough of this? Da-da. So hopefully I am all sorted now, and I'm very much looking forward to getting on the ship and going on the excursions, seeing the wildlife, the landscapes, learning. Just, yeah, I still, like I say, I still can't believe it's happening. So thank you, and keep your eyes peeled for more updates.